Hey!
How's it going, guys?
Welcome back. Another week of the Flex and Nerd podcast. That's like, what, 2, 3 in a row now? What are we doing? God damn it.
We are unprofessional as shit.
No,
Sorry, audio only.
Tomorrow, I'm uploading all 5 of those to the audio app website so that they can continue.
Think so?
I need to.
You believe these are high?
They're not high. I gotta play Mo tonight, dog. After I get done with this, I gotta get my ass kicked. Unless he doesn't answer, in which case.
I'm not to be braggadocious, but I have sincerely lost how many Super Bowls I've won in these leagues.
Whoa.
I'm looking
you
like
won.
you won Bill Russell out
2
here.
when you were the Bucks. Last season, you won 1.
I won all 3 in the Chargers, bro. Nobody could fuck me with Herbie.
Oh, fuck, you did win 3 with the Chargers. But I won, and then I won 2.
Last year? Yeah. I still blame
So
Mo.
I don't have 0,
Mo,
but I have 2.
If you ever watch this, it's your fault he won a Super Bowl.
I have won 2. Also, how many is Mo?
Two.
How many is Mo won? Is the real question. Because I'm surprised he hasn't won more. I don't think he's won since that first.
So when are we going to admit that I'm the best in the league?
It's about time, bro. It's about time.
I'm just saying.
Here's what we're gonna do. We can admit it after this game because I don't want him to come in and dust me up because he's mad as fuck. So after this game, anyway. Sorry for talking about Madden so much. Anyway,
it's literally all I have to live for.
The Super Bowl every year.
It's like the one good thing in my life.
Fuck off. Anyway, but
hello.
Stop it. Why are you doing that? I don't appreciate
Technical
that very
difficulties.
much.
Don't do that to me.
I'll
kill someone.
So let's start off. I got a couple little things. The Hall of Fame is today. By the way, let's start with basketball Hall of Fame. So obviously Kobe, KG, and Tim Duncan.
And there's either Tamika Catchings.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. There should be oh no, she still plays Bird and the shooter. I can't remember her name, but anyway, she still plays.
Diana Taurasi.
Thank you, Taurasi.
She's been playing for 1.5 billion years.
Yeah, definitely. She's been playing a long time, but good for her.
I mean, she can still contribute at a high level.
Yeah, I think she starts still, bro. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but anyway. So Hall of Fame inductions today. We don't want to talk too much about that because some people cry and.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm just not gonna watch it because I know I'll cry.
You don't want to see Mike talking about Kobe?
I don't want to. No, it's not. That's not who I'm worried about. I don't want to see his daughter or his wife talk about it.
Did you see her post? Her daughter?
No,
the wife's post?
No.
Anyway, so in Hall of Fame inductions today, that's really cool. Other odd news: DK ran his 100. If you remember last year, after he ran down, I wish he would stop doing that. When he ran down old boy after the interception thingamabob. The USA track team tweeted at him and said, "Hey, if you're interested, come run for us." And he actually ran the 100-meter dash. He was invited out, ran the 100-meter dash to the Olympic trials. He obviously didn't qualify, but
going to be top 5.
I think you got to be top 2, and then third is a replacement.
I know Marquise Goodwin almost qualified.
He was
1 year.
triple jump though, not sprinting.
No, he tried to qualify for the. I think it was 100.
No, it was triple jump.
Whatever.
I like track. I know it was triple jump
because that's a whole lot of running and jumping.
Okay, but I enjoy
things that people with short legs can't do.
Listen, I've got short legs. First of all, so when Rabbi and I ran track the same year one time, we were both in the same 100-meter dash one time. I took 3 strides for all Rabbi's won. Now I beat him because my turnover was faster.
What's that mean?
How fast you put your feet up and put them down.
When I hear turnover, I think of like Tom Brady in the NFC Championship game.
He had 3 of them. No, it's return to ground, and essentially, if you're in the air, you can't get faster. So quick turnover is good, but to be really good, you got to combine quick turnover with stride length, stride frequency. So,
i.e., fucking Usain Bolt.
Right. He was 6'5", but his turnover was so fast that he would run the 100-meter dash in like 20 less steps than everyone else. It's why he was so fast. It's part of the reason why. Normally, when guys get taller, they don't get faster because their turnover slows down. Like DK's 6'3", he ran 10.3. The 5'10 guys, 5'8 guys were running.
I thought he ran like 10.8.
10.37. No, 10.8's slow. 10.8's like fast high schooler.
That's me.
The high school record in.
I'd run like a
10.8.
Let me get out there right now. I better
run about 10 minutes.
I bet like a solid 36.
You could run it, yeah. I remember one time we got punished for like swearing and shit in track, and I had to run.
As he swears.
We had to run. They had him run 400s at practice, but I wasn't at practice because I had important shit to do. But I did. That
What
was
were
my
you-
freshman
what were
year.
you-
I think I was in
What were you doing?
Upward.
Fucking
You know what
musical?
Upward Bound is? No, probably not. It's a program for not privileged. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't have money.
Underprivileged.
Underprivileged. Thank you.
You were
Kids
volunteering?
and you go to the program and then you study, and it's like a tutoring program essentially, and then they can get you into college.
Oh,
They help
okay.
you get your grades up.
We
and
had
stuff in
that. We
college.
had something like that in our school too.
It wasn't for my school. It's
But
an
it was just-
outside.
But it was like the whole school.
It was awesome.
'Cause
Yeah.
Elkhart.
You went to Elkhart, but so I went to that, and the next day we had a meet. Dog. We had a meet. Don't touch my foot. We had a meet, and so I get to the meet, and coach was like, "Let me be honest. Were you swearing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I definitely swore." She's like, "All right, I'm throwing you in a 200. We'll call it even." I'm like, "I've never run that before, coach." Sure. I got second in the JV event, mind you. But yeah, I ran a 26 by my senior year. I ran a 24 like .2, which is really good for me.
So how do you get better? You just run more.
You run more. You run different things.
You
Like
just put your head
you
down and
practice.
fucking
You practice
try?
explosion. You practice. You got to practice how you run is the biggest. Like, how your hands are. You can't run tight. You can't run across your body.
So, not to change subject.
Yeah, Doug. Sorry, I could talk about track for a lot.
but it's fine. It just this. I got you talking now, and my mind wandered.
Yeah.
Little insight on how my head works.
Uh huh.
How do I will accept that people in fiction can fly.
Yeah, you are gonna ask me. We've talked about how they fly
How
faster.
they fly fast.
Same way you run faster, dog.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
What
it's effort.
muscle? What muscle are you using to fly?
It's in your brain.
No, fuck that. No, it's not. You just elevate your level of believies that you won't
Yeah,
crash.
you just believe you harder and you fly faster.
So you mean to
no,
tell-
check it out.
you
So
mean to
Superman
tell
flies,
me-
right? He flies with two hands. He's flying. Put the one hand down, he flies faster. Right? Or if you go by the old ones, two
Put
hands.
one
is
leg
faster.
down while you're running and see what happens.
No, dog, it's not the same thing.
No, it's the same thing.
It's not. It's cutting through the wind like a knife. Anyway.
Yeah, which would mean that would be you play fast.
Okay, fine. This
How
is
does Goku
regular.
fly faster.
Ki.
No, he
Actually, his is easy.
activates his monkey powers a little bit better.
Boku no Jutsu, which is flying in Japanese. Thanks. And it's literally ki. So the more ki output you have, the faster you
Whatever.
can fly.
Whatever you got to make up, but to me, it's fucking magic. Is what it is.
It is magic. Speaking of magic,
So
where are we at on the Attack on Titan? How many more episodes have you watched? None since they attacked the port.
I'm like season 4, episode 8, I think.
Really?
been
You're
beat-
almost done with the season.
I've
by the
been
way.
beating the shit out of the show. Oh, yeah.
So wait,
It's
you're
finally worth
you're
watching.
so you're past where Sasha died.
She just died.
Okay, so you're not that far then. Yeah,
The last
Sasha
thing I
died.
saw was Aaron was crying, and then it fucking. What was it? Oh, was he crying? Was he laughing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, he was doing this weird thing, and then everyone was like,
Yeah, he was chuckling because
"He's fucking out of his goddamn
he's
gourd."
lost it. So did you
Good.
pick anything? Oh, remember when I told you? So I sent you a picture.
Well, he got
one
all
time.
that bitch out of his system early on in his life, and now he's no longer a bitch.
Listen to me. He has negative bitch.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't understand how he got it there, but he's got negative now. Listen.
Could you imagine? Because I'm assuming he just if everything they're talking about when Levi shows up, he just kind of like went AWOL and just like, I'm gonna go do my thing. But like the balls you have to also write everybody's like, hey, come rescue me, and then just like set it up.
Bro,
You're like, dude.
And he gave it little Falco. Yeah, he gave it to little Falco.
Little Shane Falco.
Dog. Falco punch, dog. Anyway, no.
Shane Falco's from The Replacements. It's Keanu Reeves.
I know who he
quarterback.
is.
I don't think you do.
I do. I've seen the movie. It's mid.
All right, what about the tight end? What's the special about the tight end?
He's black, probably.
He's deaf.
I've seen the movie one time. The Replacements is okay.
It's not. I mean, it's mid.
Yeah, it's fine. It's one of my father-in-law's favorite movies. Now listen, Attack on Titan, right? So I sent you a thing about season 4 is about how Eren becomes Madara Uchiha, and you're like, that fucking. I wasn't talking about in a fight. Did you notice how scared everyone is of the devil that is Eren Yeager? They were like, oh, Eren Yeager, oh my god, they were afraid of him. He starts to instill fear in people the way when you mention Madara, people in Naruto like, oh shit, Madara.
But Madara,
I'm not saying he's as cool.
Madara wouldn't have wrote a letter to go get help.
No.
He would have wrote a letter to the other army to come bring more men.
He's saying,
like,
I'm here.
I need to kill more of you.
True.
Bring them all. That's what my
No, definitely. I'm just saying that's what it was.
And then puts, not figuratively, literally puts his dick
Yeah,
out.
no, he would summon.
There's a
he
tip.
would summon Kurama and have Kurama do it.
No.
Yeah.
Just so he could fight Kurama.
No, he doesn't want to fight Kurama.
Madara is the GOAT.
Anyway, but that's what I mean. People are starting to be fearful, and it's kind of weird how they didn't like kill Zeke, right? It's kind of strange. He was just kind of on the.
Oh, Sasquatch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know, because he's on their team. I get it.
That's weird.
No,
right?
I got that right away.
So you knew at the end of season 3 he was gonna be on their team.
Fuck yeah, I did.
How was that possible? He didn't end up on their team until Eren went and.
Whatever. He was on their team the whole time. I'm gonna avenge my daddy, even though I got him killed.
He tried to kill the scouts.
Did he?
Do you think he wasn't genuinely scared of Levi?
He should have been.
Levi
doesn't exist, and I'm scared of Levi. What the fuck you mean?
I fucking love Levi.
If I ever meet somebody and their last name is Ackerman, I'm fucking running.
Listen to me. So
how's Uncle Levi?
So you the rematch. I remember you were like, oh shit, Levi versus Sasquatch Part 2. What if I told you there's a Part 3?
No, because the second part was mid. Bro.
Right,
like
right.
First
the
first time puts the bar really high. When Levi literally bends over Sasquatch and you're like,
but wait, there's a Part 3.
So,
and I will say this, Part 3 obviously shits on Part 2.
I don't know. Who's the bad guy now? You know what I mean?
That's my favorite part about this show, right?
Yeah, because I was sitting there talking to it about who the hell was I talking to the show about?
At work?
I don't know. I don't remember. It might have been my wife. You don't know who the villain is.
And here's the thing, right? When the show starts, the villains, the Colossal Titan and the Armor Titan, they're the bad guys, and you don't see them for a while. And then the bad guy is the Sasquatch looming in the distance. And then season 3 is like
it's more for a little bit. It's like the king fuck.
Yeah, King Fritz. And then like
douchebag.
And it keeps me like, I don't understand.
He's the wackest Titan that I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know why he was so ass, but anyway.
He literally drug his face
off
the whole way.
Off. He drug his face off. But it's like it keeps and the other thing is, as you keep learning more, the bad guy keeps changing. So it was the royal family, then it's the walls.
Right now it's Eren. Because
he went there without permission.
No, fuck that. All that shit you were talking about, all this shit, and then you went and killed your own people pretty much because you went to the slums and just fucked that whole building up. And you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm just gonna start eating all you fucks. Which I was like, I just asked you about this, and next thing you know, he starts eating Titans. Yeah. That little fucker, the
Warhammer or the Jaw.
The Jaw.
Jaw Titan's a badass, bro.
And then
Mikasa and Levi kind of save his ass again.
I mean, remember when he just fucking lets him rip his arm off?
Can we talk about he
Attack on Titan.
It's true. He was like, "Hey,
now
little ass Jaw Titan, I'm gonna need your teeth." Koosh crunches,
bro. He's like, "Go!"
He's like, he used him as a nutcracker. It's like, bro.
So he's like, I got a plan, and I was like, "What are you doing, Eren?"
Bro? Eren
is a fucking savage.
It doesn't get better.
Good.
No, the show improved. See, here's the problem. I know the end of the show.
2.5 seasons in, and that's when it finally got me.
That's fine.
Literally, when they go down into the cellar, and then they flash you to where his dad is,
and how his dad came about.
That episode when fucking that whole thing, and then they fucking kicks the dude's wife down. And all that shit, and then that dude tells him
the end of
that. Literally, that one episode turned me all the way around. 180.
It's got a lot of work. I mean, I agree, and again, your points about why you don't like the beginning of the show are valid. I didn't have those feelings, but I see where you're coming from with that, so I'm not mad about that. But
at least I came around.
Yeah, definitely, and I know what happens. I've read the manga because the season 4 stops because there's a lot they have to get through, and so they have a break, and I think it's gonna finish in the fall.
How many episodes do you think they're gonna be, or have they already said?
So season 3 ends there.
This is a quick moving anime now. Like
it's fast.
The whole time it's been like kind of.
It feels slow, but you are moving, bro.
From the cellar episode to where we are now
is fast.
So much has happened, and it's been like 10 episodes.
Right. It goes really fast, and so the where season 4 takes its hiatus, I think if there are 14 or 15 episodes, I think they have to at least double and go another 14 or 15 to get a satisfying ending. I will say, I don't know if you'll be able to hold out that long. I couldn't. I got to the end of the show and I was like, no, I gotta know. I gotta read it.
I got other shit I gotta watch.
Listen, Doug.
I started Winter Soldier and the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I got about halfway through that. That's not bad.
I have to check that out. You know what you need to watch? You know what you need to watch?
Captain America. I mean, it's already been spoiled for me, the Falcon. But
I only
the
knew
guy
that from the
that's
comics.
in there is a fucking douche canoe.
Oh, I've heard that.
But he's supposed to be.
The other, and so when you get done with Attack on Titan, your next anime project, you can pick from two: My Hero or Bleach.
I'm gonna finish Bleach.
Okay. So after you get done with Attack on Titan, we're gonna go to Bleach again. I've read all of Bleach.
I'll jump on My Hero after that.
Okay, that's fine because My Hero I think is really good. It gives Naruto vibes. If you don't
believe it,
kind of. If you don't, the other option. So Bleach is next.
You showed me the first
two episodes. Yeah, it was either the first two or the first one. But
I think it was the first one.
Yeah, dog.
It's not bad.
The fucking how does it hit me in the feels? Episode 1. Anyway, you didn't like Aaron crying or Armin crying. The main character Deku cries.
Still to this day, I hate Armin, and I wish he would have fucking died instead of fucking.
I agree.
Irwin.
Anyway,
I miss her. Hashtag bring Irwin back. Hashtag is it too late?
Yeah, he's dead. His dicks.
Dicks are dead?
Oh yeah, his dick is dead for sure. Next up, let's talk about. You know what? We'll stay in the fake realm.
Here we go.
And we'll talk about comics. So in 2020, 2020's comic run of Darth Vader. It takes place after Vader and Luke meet in 4, so it's between 4 and 5. And well, I guess he only kind of sees him. This might be 5 and 6. Anyway, the Star Wars theory said it was between 4 and 5, so I'm gonna take his word for it. But he's pissed off because he didn't know his son was. He didn't know he had a son. Like his son was alive. He was like,
imagine how
he's now going.
He knows he has 2 kids.
Well, he does. Yeah.
Does he ever find out that Leia's his kid?
I'm sure when he dies, he figures it out. But he
Could
goes.
You imagine that only thinking you had a son.
And then you're like, oh, by the way, here's your daughter.
BT Dubs.
So he goes across the galaxy. He's searching for everybody who hid Luke is getting the shits. He's killing them all, right? So he's going from place to place. He goes back to Coruscant. He goes to Padme's apartment. He is trying to find some way to track her down. He finds out she went to Naboo. So he goes to Naboo.
He knows she's dead though.
He was told she was dead.
He wants to make sure.
So he goes to Naboo and Sabine, I think is her name, the girl who plays her, her body double. So he sees her and thinks it's her. He starts losing it. They have a conversation. She's like, no. We're also looking for who killed her.
He's not Sabine. Sabine's that chick that Obi-Wan was fucking around.
Well, I don't remember her name. It starts with an S. But anyway, so they're going on, and she's like, hey, he's like, take me to her tomb. So she's like, hey, we found this holocron. They go to the tomb. It's shows a statue of Padme and Anakin. I think he destroys it. He's like, this is horseshit, right?
That's not.
And so the lady's like, oh, here's the holocron. It's not a holocron, by the way. She gives it to him, and it shows the display of the girl and her people, the Amidalans they call themselves. They're like, we're gonna find and get revenge on whoever killed Padme. And Vader's like, the fuck is this? I came here to find out where Padme went or where she sent the kids. And the lady goes, well, we've been looking for who killed her, and we think that's you. And it the panel zooms in on Vader's his mask, and she goes, and we think it's you. And he goes, of course I am. And he ignites his lightsaber, and they summon a sea monster, because at the bottom of the ocean they summon a giant sea monster, and he kills them. Well, no, they escape, and the sea monster eats Vader and his droid. And it's this sea monster, it's the strongest thing on Naboo. Nothing's ever killed it except another sea monster. And Vader cuts his way out the fucking sea monster, and he murdered it, and now he's covered in blood, getting ready to face down another army that he then murders. But it was so sick. He's like, of course I'm, because the Star Wars theory voices over it. Why is his Emperor Palpatine so good?
His Palpy is really good.
His Palpy is on point. Every time he does it, I'm like,
Screw that. We want to talk about the rumor about they're already working on Battlefront 3.
Really? Battlefront 3 and Knights of the Old Republic next year?
Although, who's making Battlefront? That's the big question.
I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be Sony again.
You mean EA?
EA, yeah, because they own the rights.
I don't know, man. They did once they fixed their fuck up from last time. It wasn't terrible.
Not from the last time, from the
but
first.
There's still characters missing.
But I mean,
you still need Mace. You still need Ahsoka.
I think they'll come, especially with Ahsoka being in Rebels.
Mando better be in it.
Definitely. Can he have a Grogu on his back? Eh?
No,
no,
because if he gets hurt,
can he just have a Baby Yoda in the floating thing with him?
Yes.
Then he's protected, but he's just there.
Yes.
I bet.
And then he activates fucking Papa Mando, and then nobody. His health doesn't even. His health
like his special is Papa Mando, and he's the whole field's dead.
Just 1v1's Darth Vader. Because
let's not get.
He would though.
Here. He would.
Papa Mando would definitely do it.
No,
yes, he would.
All right. So then the other thing I wanted to talk about was Russ. So we're gonna pivot hard from Vader being a murderer.
He would definitely crush him in his Beskar, right?
Yeah. Vader would fuck him up. Although Beskar is a lightsaber counter apparently. So Russ has averaged a triple-double for 5 consecutive seasons. First of all, incredible. I don't care what you have to say about statting or stat padding or whatever you want to say. That's still hard to do. Like, let's say let's pretend in the world he actually is padding his stats. He still goes out and does it 82 games a season. Yeah. Nah, bro, that's crazy. No, even if you were doing it for one season, he stat padded for a year. 5 years in a row, even if you were, it's impressive to still do it. So shout out to Russ. He's obviously going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
What a very Russell Westbrook record he has.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm not. That's not me saying that. That was Colin. Colin said that. Mr. Cowherd.
Yeah, and
that is accurate. That is a very Russell Westbrook stat.
His effort level is ridiculous. He's got no quit. He's got no take a night off. He fucking goes for the gusto every time.
I really hope that he never has like a catastrophic injury that like.
I mean, he's had 2 knee surgeries.
Lowers his mobility because if it ever does, his career's over.
And he's
not a good enough shooter.
Where is he better than Allen Iverson? Or does this go back to he's more talented but not better at basketball? I think he's better.
Who would you take? Him or Allen Iverson?
What does the rest of my team look like?
Right.
He's not my first pick. I don't know.
On that Thunder team with KD and
him.
You would take Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. Because even if he's not an elite on defense,
he tries hard. If Allen Iverson's on that team, they win a championship.
No, because Allen Iverson does the same shit James Harden does.
Yeah, but
and Allen Iverson,
have an alpha on that team that's what KD needs to be successful.
KD pretending that Russ is the reason he couldn't win is a bitch move.
Because you can't win a title with Russell Westbrook. You could have won one with Allen Iverson.
They didn't win a title with Russell Westbrook because they ran into the Miami Heat and then they ran into the Spurs.
No, Russell Westbrook gets in his way.
He definitely. I'm not saying he doesn't get in his own way. He pushes so hard. But
for a while there, Russ was my favorite player, and then it's LeBron now,
but only because of the Kobe thing. But Russ definitely embodies that Mamba mentality and his no give up effort. He's top 30 at least all time. He might even be top 20 by the end of it. I don't think he gets enough credit.
He cracks the top 10 point guards of all time for sure.
Definitely.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and all those things.
But then again, though, the Basketball Hall of Fame is kind of a joke.
But you're in it actually for your step back. So.
You didn't even know?
I didn't know. Actually,
I forgot to.
I didn't get to go to your
ceremony. I was in.
But shout out to Russ. The other thing I wanted to say is, let's see, we talked DK, we talked Russ, Darth Vader. So, Ryan Clark posted a question. He said, if Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, if you had a draft for every player over the last 25 years, so that goes back to 1995, we'll say, right? Is that 20? 24.
It's 2021.
Yeah, so 20.
Plus 4, 96.
Okay, so 1996, which I don't remember what draft class 96 was, but is that Peyton was 99, wasn't he?
97, I think.
Anyway, if you go back all the way to there, would Tom Brady be the number 1 overall pick?
No.
Short answer is no. Long answer is hell no. So where does he even get picked in the first round? Because I bet he doesn't go in the first 2.
Yeah, Bill Belichick would take his ass all over again.
Not in the first round.
I think he would.
No, he wouldn't. First, okay.
30.
I need you to think of the great players.
Because like that have played in that span.
You got Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Peyton Manning. You got Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. You got. I bet Myles Garrett gets taken ahead of him. You got J.J. Watt. You got Aaron Donald, Troy Polamalu, Mike Vick, Brian Urlacher, your boy Patrick Willis, Luke Kuechly.
So, do you get their career, or do you just get that player from the beginning to four? Because let's make it even more. Tom Brady benefited from falling in a perfect spot.
Okay, let me put it like this. He didn't phrase his question. I'm gonna.
Expand upon it.
You get the. It's a one season. You get the every player is available to be drafted for the last 25 years for 1 year. Yeah. And you try to build a team. Yeah. Tom Brady doesn't get picked.
But the best year, he doesn't even really go to him because you had Randy. You thrown to Randy.
Just at their best. I'm not. I think
when was Tom Brady at his best?
That's a good question, and that's for whoever to decide. But for example, you get Patrick Mahomes his first full season starting. You get Aaron Rodgers maybe even last season 15 or there was one here he went 15-1. You get Peyton Manning pick a 5 MVP. You get Aaron Donald breaking triple teams. You get Ray Lewis at his absolute peak, and you go to try to win one season. You get to pick.
Yeah, I don't think
Tom Brady might not.
Probably goes in like the second round, maybe third round. Might be 6th or 7th round. Like
again, it might be 7th round again because you also got to think.
In the 25 years,
are there 32 quarterbacks? Because you got to think every team's going to take one quarterback.
And you're talking about the peakiest of peaks, like the best that they ever were.
Yeah, I mean,
from 1996 on.
I think
might, if you go just let's narrow the field. If you go just quarterbacks in that, he probably goes in the first round, but like later. Yeah. Dog, give me Mike Vick.
Definitely.
Like broken ass Mike Vick.
The one did he won MVP? No.
I don't know, but he should have. Peyton Manning with that first year in Denver when he was just throwing touchdowns on accident.
Nah, that wouldn't be the best Peyton Manning. One of the Indy years would be. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes will go ahead of him. Herbert might go ahead of him. I was gonna say
Herbie. Lamar Jackson for sure.
Nah, he wouldn't go ahead of him. I don't think Lamar would go ahead of him. I would, but I don't think if you get MVP Lamar.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I might. Saying, bro, yeah. Who else? Donovan McNabb? No, probably not, right?
I mean, when was he in his peak?
That's a good question. That's what I'm saying. Because I think he was 97.
Don't get me wrong. I think Donovan was good, but better than Tom Brady?
No.
I don't think so. I think Tom would probably get picked in the 20s if quarterbacks.
If you took just quarterbacks, he might get picked higher if we had to really look.
If you had to limit it to just quarterbacks, yeah, he'd probably go like 15th or 16th.
Every player though, he wouldn't go in the first 4 rounds.
There are some seasons I would take Big Ben over him, bro. Big Ben had a fucking cannon, man.
Yeah, but he also is dumb.
And rapey. Yeah. But
the rapey's a problem.
If you want to throw that out there, then you got to go.
Would you take Phillip Rivers ahead of him?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, good. I wouldn't either.
No, Eli either.
I would. No. For one game to win my life? Yeah.
No.
Eli beat him twice. In the biggest game, right? Isn't that what Skip always says? Without a loaded team?
Without Eli Manning and Nick Foles, he has like 11 titles.
And I cease to exist. Fun fact. Okay. Do you have anything? Oh, shit.
We gotta talk about the movie.
Talk about a fucking movie.
Mortal Kombat.
So this week is Mortal Kombat. Next week we're going to go movie 2 of the James Bond series, right?
Portal Wombat. That'd be an interesting movie.
Wombat's coming out.
I don't know what it's about, but yeah, it's a.
We'll have to write it. So Mortal Kombat, like we said, this week we watch Mortal Kombat. We're going to discuss that here. Next week we're going to go whatever the sequel to. I think Quantum of Solace. We'll watch next week, and my wife wants to watch that one too. So that'll be really good. But anyway, Mortal Kombat. Initial thought, just brief summary. What'd you think?
Very hit and miss. Tell me, give me a second and tell me what the plot of the movie is. How is it any different than the original? It is literally the original one
Well, it's called Mortal Kombat.
The original movie, though, you had to copy off the original movie.
I will say this:
who in their right mind didn't see Kano fucking changing sides, bro?
That and also like
the acting is
ass. It's terrible.
You've got. Hold on. So the guy that plays Scorpion is dope. The guy that plays
wait at the end, right?
Yeah. I don't even know who the fucking the other guy's supposed to be. Who's the other guy supposed to be? The main character. Who the fuck is he supposed to be?
I don't even remember his name.
Who's he supposed to be? He has the suit, but you're like, who are you? Who are you?
I think he's the. I thought Liu Kang was the main character.
Yeah, he is.
He's not though.
But not in this movie. So I was so confused when Liu Kang showed up. I was like, sir, excuse me, who are you?
Side note. So check this out. Raiden
is sick.
All right, first of all, we'll overall we agree. Movie is super extra mid. It might even be below mid. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I stopped paying attention about halfway through.
Most of the only thing that saves it is the fight scenes,
and even those aren't great, dog.
And then most of them aren't. Like the one where old boy literally runs bitch through the hat. That was fucking sick. That was
dope as fuck.
Some of them were sick, but then
dog, the choreography was so slow.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they'd be doing moves and you're like, hold my arm here.
Yeah.
Okay, hold your arm here. The first fight with Jax and
super
Scorpion was ass. Scorpion Frozone. Yeah.
Dude, when the movie opens up and old boy's just murking, I was like, oh my god, this movie's gonna be sick.
And then goes.
It's just roller coasteries from there. And then when he comes back, it's fucking dope as fuck. But
you remember this face? Also, do you see they changed the "get over here" line? Because in the trailer, it's like right here, and you're like,
he does say it, and I was like, you need to say it more.
He says it once because they give you the one-liners. Kano wins. Fatality.
No, fuck that. When that dude literally gives himself, Shang Lao literally says flawless victory. I was like,
yeah.
All right, so we gonna do this. We gonna do the scale.
No, that movie. Sonya Blade is cool.
I will say Mode nailed it. It literally feels like all they're doing is building up for the next movie.
The second and they did. Is there an end credit scene?
I didn't see.
Okay, because the movie ends at an hour and a half.
Johnny Cage.
Well, fuck him.
By the way, they want Ryan Reynolds to play Johnny Cage, and I don't want him to play him at all. Don't you dare dip your toes. That movie isn't worthy to lick the bottom of your feet, kind of.
No, here's the other thing. So.
And he learned his hard lesson from Warner Brothers.
They had
fuck with their movies.
Yeah, they had the movie stops. The credits roll at an hour and a half. There's 20 minutes left on the runtime.
If there is an end credit scene, I can Google it real quick. But I didn't look.
Sonya Blade was pretty good.
No, she was terrible. Her acting was so cardboardy.
It was all cardboardy.
Yeah,
who acted with any emotion in that movie?
Liu Kang?
No. All right. Liu Kang was okay. Fucking Jax. I did 6 tours, motherfucker.
So
you're fighting a fucking ice demon.
There were 4 characters that I thought were good, and then everyone else could have just been thrown away. Maybe Kano. Kano was alright.
Kano acted okay.
The guy, the actual Scorpion, I thought he's fantastic. I've seen him in a couple of things. He's fantastic. Sub-Zero, the guy who plays Sub-Zero was pretty good. The guy that plays fucking Raiden, I liked him. He was good. Although that's kind of hard to fuck up.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta be
boy, your soul is mine. Although I can never, ever, ever, ever see him and not think of the original guy, because the original guy
was good. This guy was ass.
Gets me harder than Chinese algebra.
The main character guy who gets the suit. First of all,
I don't know who he's supposed to be.
Hey, harness your anger, your pain, turn it into, and he's like, I quit, I'm gonna go home. And then he magically gets it outside of the arena. That doesn't make any sense. They were very clear that you need to get it here. And then when he has no anticipatory skills. Old girl who teleports with the fucking mouth. What's her name? Maya or whatever.
Okay, there is no end credit scene, so there's 20 minutes of credits.
Jeez, wow, that gets a sin from CinemaSins like they do with when you get opening credits. Anyway, he sees her teleport and he's like, I wonder where she's going to come from. Oh no, she hit my back. I will fight her. Like, ass. And he puts the stick in her mouth and says, Sonya, help. Like, dog.
You can get better fucking choreography out of the video game.
It was not only, but out of the animated ones, the
original
ass, dude. It was ass. And
I would give the choreography like a 3.
Yeah,
because there are some cool scenes. Like I said, like old boy when Xiaolong throws the hat down and fucking runs the bitch through like a fucking sawmill. Yeah, that was sick. Some of the shit when Scorpion shows up. Although he's my favorite, so that's probably why I'm a little bit.
No, Scorpion was cool.
The guy that plays Scorpion did the best job.
He did a great job. The opening scene, I gotta be honest, it was kind of ass. So it starts off, his wife and kid.
I didn't really understand. When I said the opening scene, I literally meant
the fight,
the ass kickery.
He kicked ass. He fucking okay. I gotta
ties the dagger on.
And it's not a dagger. It's a shovel. It's a trowel. They're using it to dig.
Yeah.
And it's clearly Minato's fucking kunai. Like, I don't... Why are you digging with a kunai? He has a long rope somewhere. He just happens to have it. And they let him tie it up. Anyway, he whoops everybody's ass. He loses his Sub-Zero, whatever. Here's the thing, Doug.
Remember it.
So his family gets turned into ice sculptures. Raiden shows up.
Right.
He grabs the kid.
Baby.
The kid
the
is...
girl? It's a girl.
A girl. Where the fuck did Liu Kang come from?
He explains it. You weren't really.
I really was not listening.
So something about he was an orphan, and then he finds Xiaolong, and then.
So he found it on accident.
Somebody had the tattoo,
and he killed him.
And took it, and then that's how he became.
Also, can we talk about? So they're getting ready to leave for the Xiaolong.
His finisher, he used it in a really stupid way. The dude was stuck in the
tar. Oh, the fucking dragon?
Yeah, it looked terrible.
It was awful. The whole movie looked terrible. Old girl gets fucking... God damn it. Hold on. Editing.
Technical difficulties live on screen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Sometimes when the audio just trips out. God. Hey. Sometimes the audio just fucks up. It says, nah, you didn't want to record today, did you?
And we're back.
Okay, fix that. Anyway, so Sonya shows up after she kills fucking Kano. She laser beams because she just knows how to use her shit.
I didn't like that at all. Like she instantly unlocked her.
Not only did she, so she beat Kano, who has his abilities, which is supposed to like
was just a laser
out of one eye that got clawed by
Kano,
the.
Though.
I know,
but like, where's his medal at? Because he's supposed to have metal on the side of his face. I think he's gonna come back. I think they're all gonna come back.
Probably
because they all turn into like that weird.
Yeah.
Why did fucking he who shall be named later just beat the fuck out of Goro?
Oh,
when he's attacking his family,
he
just motherfucks Goro, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, Goro kills Johnny Cage in the second movie back in the day.
Yeah.
He's just like No Name, Mr. No Name.
Yeah, who we don't know with his fucking.
Who's he supposed to be? Anybody, leave a comment. I don't know who he's supposed to be because to me it's just like fucking top suit guy.
I'm not gonna lie. So we've got visuals. There was nothing visual. Even the cool fight scenes at the end when they're all powered up, everybody's amped up.
The only cool, as I said, the only cool fucking fight scenes when old boy Raiden looks, but his eyes, it crosses over that border of clearly CGI.
Yeah,
where you're like
visually the movie's.
The thing about Raiden is it's not always like that.
They're not always glowing.
Go watch the original Mortal Kombat. That's what I'm telling you.
Visually,
I'm gonna go home and watch it.
3.
Jerk off to myself.
We're on the internet.
I'm not gonna really do it. Figuratively.
Visuals.
Look at 2.
Story. A negative? Can it get a 0?
I'll get a 3 only because it's building for a sequel. That's the only reason why I'll give it a 3.
I'll give it a 2.5.
Because I think the second one's gonna be more
good.
Why didn't we get that to the very end? I want that
the actual
song.
Mortal Kombat
I want
music?
that. Here, Hollywood. This is what I want in Mortal Kombat. All right, the whole movie from beginning to end. I want that quietly in the background. That way you can constantly
just subtly.
Because I would be so. Because even if the fight scene's trash,
yeah.
If you hear that song, you're like.
I didn't get to play a lot of Mortal Kombat as a kid though.
I didn't either, but I've seen the first movie a trillion times.
Acting ass, all of it. I'm gonna give it a 1.
Like I said, I'm
gonna give it a 1.
There was since you don't like what's his name, Your Soul Is Mine. He didn't seem very intimidating.
No.
there was like 3 actors, 4 if you want to count Kano.
Kano tried.
Kano wasn't bad. At least he had some fucking personality. Everyone else was a cardboard cutout.
Right. It was. Acting is a 2.
Acting is a 2.
Choreography. I'll go all the way up to a 4.
4? Okay. Because literally, there's like a few a few scenes that bump it up. Like when fucking Sub-Zero does the fucking sub out that he does in the game. Yeah, that was sick. Everything with Scorpion when he shows up at the end.
Great. The fucking hat into the saw blade, super great.
The one with, like, here's what I didn't like about the movie. One other thing. Like, all of a sudden, like, Jax gets his, like, so, you know, when the fucking hand, right? When the hand falls on old girl and he's like, oh, I'll get it off you. And then he fucking gets his power and he picks it up. She's fine. Why were you freaking out? She was totally fine.
And also.
Legs cool.
And also. Jax's first fight with Frozone. Sub-Zero.
Frozone? No,
ass.
Frozone.
It's horrible. The acting is bad. The choreography's bad.
I served 6 terms. Or 6
motherfucker. And he was the motherfucker guy. Which is fine, but he doesn't deliver it like...
We get it, he's black.
He doesn't deliver it like Samuel, first of all. And second of all, like, it was stiff. His arms get frozen. I knew he was going to... Oh, the ice cauterized his wounds. Well, no fucking shit. God, that movie was... I'm not going to lie. It's worse than Wonder Woman. To me.
I will only say no, only because with Wonder Woman, you had a cast that should have killed it. Like, I had expectations for Wonder Woman.
You know why Wonder Woman is better than Mortal Kombat? Pablo Hidalgo. That's not his name. What's his name?
Pablo Hidalgo?
Isn't he a
Pedro?
Thank you.
Pascal?
Pedro Pascal is single-handedly, his performance in Wonder Woman is better than this whole movie. I only know him as Mandalorian. Fuck off.
Papa
Mando, single-handedly, his performance better than anything in Mortal Kombat. Single-handedly.
I'll tell you what.
Wonder Woman got a 3.5. This movie gets a 3.
I'm okay with that. The movie was bad.
I wanted, and you know what? I was kind of disappointed in myself because I went in and I had heard rumblings that it was ass, and I was like, don't let those.
Mo said it was ass.
Mo and I had seen other people say, and I was like, I don't want to believe it. Let's go in with an open mind. And
I did.
The first scene was good. That opening sequence wasn't bad.
It gave me hope, and then it just fucking dashed him after that.
But whoever the main character is, Buddy was ass at acting. He was ass at fighting.
There's a reason why the only knowable guy that I've ever seen. I know what's his name. I keep forgetting what's his name. The fucking Shao Tsung. What the fuck is his name? The main villain.
Oh, I don't know.
Mr. Soul's Mine.
You got to remember.
I've seen him in something.
Yeah, I've seen him before too.
And he didn't do a good job. The only guy to me, yeah, like I said, fucking.
Oh, Raiden! I thought you weren't allowed to interfere.
Scorpion did a good job. The guy that played Raiden did a good job in Kano. It's Liu Kang. Liu Kang did a pretty good job.
Liu Kang did fine.
At least, but did he? Or is it like everyone else was cardboard and he kind of showed some emotion and you're like...
Liu Kang. I kicked my shit in Liu Kang.
No.
Oh.
I'm taking Liu Kang off.
All right, fine.
Because he was pretty
That's why the movie's a 3, bro. It's not good.
He was pretty cardboardy until old boy died. And then even then, you were like, isn't that your cousin? Like,
right.
You a little more...
It felt like there was no emotional weight. And I gotta be honest. When they're getting ready to leave, I was gonna say this earlier, they're getting ready to leave to go find Xiao or whatever the fuck. What's the temple?
With Raiden's temple?
Yeah, Raiden's temple. They're gonna go look for Raiden's temple, right? They're getting ready to leave, and fucking Kano dickhead snorts and literally spits in the gnome's hand that gets in his eye later. It looks like jizz.
Yeah. Have you ever had a loogie that looked like jizz? Because if you did, what were you doing before?
I was gonna say, because that's not. It was bad, man. The thing about the blood effects and like what's supposed to make it a Mortal Kombat movie, it was too over the top. Buddy in the ring is like throwing up blood. In the first scene in the cage fight, he like throws up blood.
Yeah, that was a bit much. Well, save that for the fights, like the Mortal Kombat fights.
Like the Mortal Kombat fights. I don't need
that in the pre-shit.
And the dude in the forest, he pulls out the throws. It's like way over the top.
But he did get stabbed. He did get gutted before that.
No, that was Scorpion or fucking Sub-Zero got gutted. This dude got stabbed up here in like the neck.
He got stabbed earlier. Remember when they're like,
oh yeah. Either way, the blood was a little bit.
The one guy
No, he did good. I'm not blaming. That wasn't an acting problem. That's a too much blood problem.
And then they don't speak the same language in the beginning, but then he shows up and he can speak the same language?
They said centuries.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So he probably had time to learn Japanese.
Who's teaching you Japanese in hell?
Maybe it's a perk of dying. No. Scorpion stayed learning Japanese. He stayed knowing Japanese. Sub-Zero had to learn Japanese.
Okay, there.
Because Sub-Zero spoke Chinese and he was alive. And Scorpion came
at the end
back.
of the day, let's just get a Scorpion and Sub-Zero movie where all they do is fight the whole movie. Not
even some of their shit was campy though.
Yeah.
Because like at the end, it was supposed to be. I was so hyped.
Fucking sword out. And then
did you watch that? Right. Not only does he ass whoop, he pulls the sword out. That sword changes the way it looks without him doing anything like 4 times in that last scene. Like at the end, he turns it into a bunch of daggers and throws them at Buddy, and he's still holding the sword that now looks like a broadsword. Like it was a little dagger before, and then it like gets a guard. Like the shit doesn't make any sense. His fucking ice clone was cool, but it didn't do anything for him.
It had cool moments, but it better because it's a more.
And also,
I didn't even like the Liu Kang dragon part. I thought that was
why did main character's family live, but old boys died?
Talking about Scorpion.
Yeah, because they were frozen in ice, and he's like, so check it out.
Because he went to hell and learned how to control the powers in hell.
Yeah.
And apparently that is a good defroster for people when they're frozen. So.
No, Buddy's punching. They're fighting.
That whole him fucking working at Rocky style. I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
When he was punching the ice?
Yes.
This is terrible. And then, so he's punching the ice. Then he's fighting.
Use your uppercut. I wanted to punch that little girl in her face.
So then the fucking Scorpion and main character guy are fighting Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero like knocks Scorpion away. Main character is punching in the middle of the fight. Main character guy is punching, and then Sub-Zero comes from behind. He's like, "Oh no, I gotta fight him now." It's like I forgot I was in the middle of a fucking fight. The movie was terrible. The movie was ass.
It is usurped Wonder Woman as the worst movie we've seen, and only because.
And Wonder Woman is awful.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman is not good.
I still think 3.5 is a bit.
And it gets a 3.5 because of Pedro Pascal. He fucking carried. The story was ass, and he acted his motherfucking ass off. Okay, Wonder Woman. Even though I think Gal Gadot is a good actress, I think.
I'd be careful with her right now. Let's not talk about Gal Gadot.
Oh, the Palestine thing. Yeah, I should probably leave that alone. Anyway.
Let's not bring her up anymore.
You're right, my bad.
I'm trying to draw lines in the sand. I'll talk to you about that off camera.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get fucking our shit taken down, sir.
So, yeah, still the best movies. Okay, so if we're 100% honest, John Wick is not the best movie franchise ever.
No.
It is hella fun.
It's fun.
It's well acted.
And it's exactly what you think it
right.
is.
There is no bullshittery. They tell you what you're going to get, and you fucking get it.
You know what it is
for all 3 movies. Right.
Yeah.
It's not like, for example, what do we have
Arrival?
on Buns? Arrival. Right. You don't know what's going on the whole time.
What's our favorite one that we've seen?
Tenet.
Tenet, yeah.
Like...
I had no idea going into it what the fuck.
Like, and even if you knew that it's a spy,
the only thing I knew about it was what's his name made it.
Dark Knight guy.
Yeah, why can't I think of what his name is? Christopher Nolan. I knew he made it,
right?
And I knew fucking Robert Pattinson showed up eventually.
Yeah.
Other than that, bro, I had no. And the only reason, the main reason why I knew is because I saw clips of him in that suit, and I was like. Getting Bruce Wayne vibes. Speaking of which, I know we've talked about it already, but I am super stoked for his.
Yeah, we're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see. All right, so time for Bullshit Skip Bayless says, dog. We're starting off Bullshit Skip Bayless says with so much Tim Tebow talk because do you know who is the biggest Tim Tebow fan in the whole world?
Urban Meyer.
No,
I mean he did give him a job.
No, because he hasn't signed him yet. Skip Bayless.
Bit.
Rides Tim Tebow like the fucking Kentucky Derby winner coming around the last home stretch, bro. And I mean full on.
So what's he gonna do when Urban fucking cuts him?
Say it's the biggest mistake of his career.
Whatever.
So to start off,
I'm
by
gonna
the way,
call it now.
so
I give Urban 2 years in the professionals, maybe 3, and they fire him because the Jaguars are picking top next year.
So
Sure.
they're talking about Tim on this week's episode of Undisputed.
Of course they are.
Shannon is like, Tim can't play football. He couldn't play in the NFL then. He can't play. He sure as hell can't play in the NFL now.
I disagree with that. He can play football, just not the quarterback.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, but he didn't make the NFL.
He
got cut.
It's too fucking late. You should have done this shit a while ago.
Right.
Didn't New England try to get him to change the tight end? He said no.
No. Bill tried him out at quarterback. The Saints, after he got cut by New England in 2013, the Saints said, "We want you to play Taysom Hill's role," essentially, before he existed, and he said no. Shannon was like, he can't play. Skip then talks about, can't play. Did you see he won Denver a playoff game in 2011? He threw for 300 yards and the game winner against the Steelers in the playoffs. Don't you? Okay. He says all this sucking up Tim Tebow. If you say Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl, he goes, "Oh, that was a long time ago. He's not the same player anymore." What?
He's been out of the league
Aaron
for
Rodgers
8 years,
is
right?
one of the greatest football players of all time.
No, Timmy Tebow's been out of the league for like 3,000 days.
And it doesn't matter that Aaron's was a long time ago.
Don't get me wrong,
But
okay?
Tim Tebow's was longer ago.
Let's give our honest Tim Tebow take. Go.
He did not get a very fair shot his first run. I think he proved he could win, given the chance to play quarterback his way. Do I think he would be as successful as even Lamar? No, because he can't even throw that well. I think that had he been open-minded and done the Taysom Hill role, he would still be playing in the NFL. Do I think after 9 years of not having played in a football game he can? No. I don't think... What I think about him then and now are different, because then I thought he got a raw deal. Now he's getting the benefit of the doubt.
Now I can't even fucking believe he's going to be in Madden again.
And you're going to fucking pick him up.
I'm going to win. Timmy Tebow's going to win a Super Bowl. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, here's my honest take. I agree with a lot of it. He got. I don't think he got fucked in Denver. Denver literally upgraded in a huge way.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can't have a player like Tim Tebow sit behind an unknown in Peyton Manning, because you don't know what Peyton Manning you're getting.
Right, and if Peyton...
So that whole situation was fucked.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tim Tebow got fucked in Denver. It's just...
No, if you have a chance to get Peyton Manning, you get Peyton Manning.
You have to realize as who you are as Tim Tebow, that if fucking Peyton comes out and has like 1 or 2 bad games, everyone's going to be like, Tebow time. However, in New York, he got fucked.
I agree.
Full-heartedly got fucked. Now, I don't understand why no one after that really gave him a shot in a backup role.
Only play quarterback.
He could have been a backup quarterback somewhere.
The only place would be New England, and they cut him because he was bad.
I mean, bad in what? New England
Did
standards?
you see Did you see the practice footage? Buddy can't throw an out route. He was bad.
No, he doesn't have the arm strength.
Right. I'm saying he was bad.
But
and New England wasn't
if you
even
know
keeping
that, then you're not throwing an out route in that fucking offense.
So you're just gonna run slants?
Yep. For Timmy Tebow. No, I definitely think he could have been a backup somewhere at the time, 2013 at the time.
We're 8 years removed. That was his last team. He hasn't played in a game in 9 years.
Right.
Bro, come on, man. And that's preseason.
Well, I always said he should have been more receptive to a gadget guy.
Right.
If
you wanted to play in the NFL,
you fucking dug your heels in and you wanted to prove everybody wrong.
Same thing with Cap.
You wanted to prove no. The difference between him and Cap is Cap could actually play the quarterback at a halfway decent level. Timmy Tebow had a completion percentage of 45%.
Skip said when bringing up the Denver Pittsburgh game, he said that is one of the greatest throws in NFL history.
What did he throw, like a 15-yard slant? And that is
15 might be generous.
Yeah, it was literally all Demaryius Thomas.
It literally of the 80-yard touchdown pass.
He put it right where he needed to put it.
In the 80-yard touchdown pass, Tim Tebow was responsible for 10.
And don't get me wrong, like I said, he had to put it there.
Sure.
But I don't believe that. I think that Denver defense is wasted on Tim Tebow. And I think
No,
that team
no.
that team that they build, what was it? Demaryius Thomas is the white dude. Eric Decker.
Yes.
And then they ended up picking up Stokely.
Julius
Thomas. That whole offense was tailor made to fit Peyton Manning.
However, I will counter with the defense wasn't wasted on Tim Tebow. You need a great defense with a player
but
like Tim Tebow.
You wouldn't have won a Super Bowl, is what I'm saying.
I agree.
You would have had a Chicago with Trubisky.
Anyway.
But here's the thing, though. Trubisky can be a backup in the NFL.
He can throw better than Tim.
I would take Mitch Trubisky over Tim Tebow.
Mitch can throw. Just not well.
You have a good leader in Tim Tebow.
Definitely.
He has a good way. If you watch that clip of that Florida game, although I feel bad for Chris Leak because he was supposed to be the guy.
That was his freshman year. Chris Leak and Tim split snaps.
Yeah,
and
I know.
won the
But
national
why did Tim
championship.
Tebow push him out of the way and just start fucking? That was rude. Probably because Chris Leak.
I gotta be honest, dog. I gotta be 100% honest. I know Tim Tebow's a good leader, but some of that rah-rah shit pisses me off as a player.
That little fucking speech they have etched at Florida right now.
Yeah.
Where he came out and took responsibility.
That was the end of a loss.
They ended up going and winning the national championship. Is that why, or did you guys get it to fucking together?
No, well, listen. You need good leadership.
Mm-hmm. You also have Urban Meyer, one of the greatest college coaches of all time.
No. And having someone who's willing to put their head down. I'm not saying he's not a good leader. But
he's still one of the best college quarterbacks of all time.
But the rah-rah has a certain level that
if you push it,
if you push the rah-rah too far, like the speech you're talking about was actually said in a press conference.
Yeah.
The rah-rah one or whatever, and it depends on who it's coming from. I feel like if it came from Tim, I would get annoyed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like something about he doesn't have the.
I told you last week. I've never really bit fully into Tim Tebow and who he presents himself.
No, because he's doing this NFL bullshit.
No,
that enhances.
I mean, period.
No, again, we talk about that's your cynicism.
His arrogance in that, like, I'm digging my heels in and I'm going to play the quarterback. That is not team friendly. That's not team oriented.
True.
Because you could have served your team better in a gadget role because you're not a quarterback.
Right. I agree.
So to me, and then you turn around and you say they're this great leader that's opposing ideals.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope
Tim Tebow is a very hard person to talk about.
If he's signed and actually makes the roster, I hope it's more as he's a support. He wants to get into a coaching role.
Urban Meyer, when that signing becomes official, the first thing he needs to do with Tim Tebow sitting there at the table needs to say he is not a quarterback. He will not play quarterback ever. Not for me.
I agree.
With Tim Tebow sitting there.
Yeah.
Because
and he needs to tell it to the team.
If he needs
to tell it during the press conference. He needs to call Trevor Lawrence when we sign Tim Tebow.
Yeah, he needs to look down the camera and tell the fucking Jags fans.
Skip says that Tim Tebow he's already saying he's making the team. He says he's going to throw 4 passes a game at minimum in 1 yard.
He'll throw one maybe. I'm telling you, they'll do a little package and he'll do a little tight end around.
And he's gonna suck.
And so he'll come off the right side, come around,
catch a pitch,
and then throw it because he's left-handed. Yeah, maybe even to Trevor Lawrence for a tutty.
Trevor Lawrence is 6'6", bro.
And he's got the hair of a god, I guess. Although, if he don't, why hasn't he cut it? You know.
And that's Samson? The source of his power. You nailed it, fella. All right,
out.
So he said during the Denver Gaze, Tim Tebow was out there running blocking for his running backs on toss plays.
Was he?
No. How the fuck is a quarterback gonna get out there on a toss, bro?
Okay,
do you know how a toss word skips? So the quarterback takes the ball, he's under center, turns and throws it like 6 yards that way. You're telling me Timmy Tebow is sprinting around? No.
The only
he
way,
might get him on a cutback.
So the only way that would have worked would if you, as you were tossing it, you were also running. You know what I mean? So then you're tossing it, and as you're tossing it, you're also on your way out there.
So he said the Demaryius Thomas throw was one of the best in NFL history. It's literally a slant route, first of all. Second of all, the second most blasphemous thing he said that day, other than that, was... Let me make sure I wrote this down correctly. Who's his favorite team? Who's his favorite team?
Clear your throat.
Who's Skip's favorite team?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Who's their quarterback?
Dakota Prescott.
Who do you think he would take
Tim
at
Tebow.
quarterback? Yeah. He said he would take Tim. He said, and I quote, he would take Tim Tebow right now over Dak Prescott because Tebow has done it at the highest level. Except he actually hasn't. Except in no way did he succeed at the highest level. Not no way. He had a nice 10-game stretch or whatever. Yeah. Won one playoff game with a lucky ass throw, lucky receiver.
No, it wasn't a lucky throw. It was your receiver doing all the work.
Right. And Dak threw for like 5,000 yards, has thrown for almost 5,000 yards. He's won 2 playoff games. He beat Russ in a playoff game that you like to jerk off all the time. How could you disrespect Dak by saying you would take Tim Tebow right now over Dak? That's crazy.
He's crazy.
Fuck, that makes me angry.
I used to take Tim Tebow in Madden. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, remember that year I fucked you up with Johnny Manziel?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That was before I learned how to play the game.
That was before they fixed quarterbacks, so you could take like a 70 overall quarterback and just do fucking magic. I miss those days. Made me feel like
that was just when it was you and me, right?
You, me, and Randy. This was before Jonathan.
I'm really sad, bro. I thought I was getting better.
You are.
I'm not, dog. I got absolutely fucked.
Your problem is you're good when you're up, but the second you get down, you lose all belief.
Dog, I was up 13-0, 13-7. No, it was 13-0. Yeah. I throw the interception in the red zone, and that was the end of the game. You scored on the next drive. I come down, throw a pick 6, and it was over. It was over after that. What are you doing?
Looking at Tim Tebow stats, just because.
Why?
Because I want to know what he threw that year from Denver. No, he didn't. He didn't even throw for 2,000 yards.
No, he started.
And his ratio
8 games.
He started 11. He was 7-4. His ratio about 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So his ratio was 2-1. Which I guess you can live off 2-1, but in an 11-game stretch, you only threw 12 touchdowns. That's one a game, bro.
One a game. Anyway. He said,
and 45%.
Yeah, there was. Yep. He Skip. Now moving on to shitting on other players he likes. He said all of Aaron Rodgers' last 7 playoff wins are flawed. Dez caught it. Remember, he put it on the goal line and they said they overruled it.
That was a touchdown, though.
It was, but he didn't catch it according to the rules.
Doesn't matter, yeah. You can do coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Against the Cowboys the first time, Mason Crosby hit 2. He had a 52-yarder and a 50-yarder, which he called, with Skip, whenever he refers to that, he calls intergalactic. Like he hit 70 yards. It's a 50-yard field goal. I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but what I am saying is that's like a routine kick.
I've seen deeper kicks.
I've seen a
if you're a kicker in the NFL, you have to be able to hit from like
at minimum. And he was like, oh, intergalactic Mason crossbar. He calls him. I'm like, dog, what?
Why you call him Mason crossbar if he doesn't hit the crossbar? What the fuck?
He had Odell and the receivers go to Miami against the Giants, and then he had.
So did Aaron set that all up?
No, that's just why he doesn't get full credit.
He said, hey, I need all of you to fucking go down and hang out in Miami so I can win this game.
He doesn't get full credit because the other teams had flaws, and so he beat easy teams. For example, the Vikings. That was Joe Webb was starting at quarterback because Brett Favre got hurt. He beat Caleb Haney, so that's like a gimme, right? But Tom Brady has no flaws, right? Like, for example, the Seahawks throw at the 1-yard line. For example, let me see. Atlanta kind of choked that one away, didn't they? Taylor Heineke in round 1.
You want to go when his first 2 Super Bowls were won by field
I've
goals?
got that on here. 2 of his first 3 wins were field goal kickers. That's weird. It counts against Aaron Rodgers, but for Tom Brady, that's weird. The Chiefs fielded a college offensive line in the Super Bowl, and that's not weird.
They picked up 4 bro guys that looked halfway decently like an offensive lineman.
Speaking of, they're going to have the best offensive line in football, in Madden and in real life. Have you seen Ronnie Stanley? They got one of the best centers.
Ronnie Stanley.
not Ronnie Stanley.
Orlando
Brown Jr. Who, by the way, rejected my offer, man. I really wanted him to play tackle for me. My offensive line's actually decent, bro. I got 380 overalls.
I gotta get rid of Conklin, man. That's $12 million a year, but it's only one more year.
I got a decent young tight end. I gotta pay Chark this year. I gotta pay.
Oh man, yeah. I gotta pay Quinnen coming up. I'm not excited for that, sir.
Ooh.
I might cheat, turn him to.
I think I gotta play Miles Jack this year. Yeah, I got it.
Who apparently is a fucking god.
Yeah, he's great.
I was so mad at both of them because the first one was just a damn good user play. The second one, I just heavy-believed into triple coverage and got mad when you caught it.
I was like,
oh, it's a fucking Miles, or maybe because there's 3 of them there, dumbass.
And I was like, well, I mean, it was kind of a bad throw. But then I gave you 6, so it's fine.
You gave me some.
Here's the other thing. I generally have a real question.
Davis was a fucking god, bro.
Okay, first of all, listen. So you were running cover 3.
Was I?
A few the plays, the deep passes you picked me on, you were in cover 3. I know because I after the play says cover 3, and also I can tell you coverage. I ran cover 3 beater, which essentially maybe I ran it wrong. I don't know. But if you take a post, a deep post, like I had Chark on the first interception or the third or fourth.
I will say both of those Austin Davis ones were user picks.
No, and that helps.
So
obviously,
I'm saying so that might have.
But also, your safety on the wide side of the field shouldn't have been there. But he was.
Or did I audible?
Maybe, but I like in the one the scene, a few times the other way you can beat cover 3 2 ways. You run a post one way or the other. If you run a deep post,
because then you got that
safety right, or you can get a streak as long as that safety on the outside bites down.
Right.
None of it worked. You caught the fucking one over Chenault in the end zone. I was like, what the fuck is it? And Chenault's like got really good at attributes. So he just got fucked. Anyway, I was just really.
My problem I was mad about was it was a white dude out here just doing work, bro. No, there was
you're better than me.
There was a few times that I called cover 3 that I audibled to cover 6.
That's probably what fucked me up a couple times too.
Yeah. Because sometimes when you audible, nobody moves. They just stay where they are.
Yeah. So because, I mean, I'm not saying you played bad. Obviously,
I came out the gate.
Yeah, but
Buns McGee.
And also I had one of the best run defenses in the NFL. I switched to a 4-2. Most of my defense is 3-3-5.
Right.
I like to have all the corners out there to help in pass coverage. You were gashing me with the run because apparently, oh boy, forgot he could run block.
Hey, Aaron Jones is good.
No, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying my tackle, Sheldon Rankins. So I was like, okay, I have my backup defensive tackle is like an 80 run stop or something. So I'll run a 4-3. So I have all big guys. Next carry was like 80 yards. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Aaron Jones is a fucking animal.
And then the one play, Miles Jack dives, touches nothing, and tackles the guys behind Aaron Jones.
It's one of those things that it's only funny if you're the one.
Once the avalanche starts, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. When you lose, I have momentum. If you lose momentum, you lose. You lose. Ask Mo.
So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do next year? Who are you gonna be next year?
There's a lot of teams I really like, bro.
I'm assuming me and Mo are both gonna be in the NFC.
Yeah, it looks like
I think he's gonna be Chicago. I'm probably gonna be San Francisco.
And I want Baltimore. So Lamar Jackson's my favorite player.
The 3 of us gotta sit down. We gotta bang out all these rules because
I had 75 fourth round picks.
I don't like fucking not being able to trade for picks.
Sorry, dog.
I don't even want first round picks. I just want picks. Like I don't want to. I have player like right now. I got a middle linebacker that I don't want, but the only thing I want to trade him for is like a 3rd round pick, and I can't.
Yeah,
it's buns.
You better level him up, fella. Listen, here's the other thing.
She's a freak. He's fucking amazing.
But
90 speed at middle linebacker.
That's crazy. Here's the other thing. It means you have to scout. It means you have to find late round value, which I did not do.
I am good at that. You saw my draft.
Yeah,
right?
I am ass. I'm the opposite of you.
It's always wide receivers, running backs, and defensive tackles.
The other thing is,
so what happens when you have a franchise?
The Giants are really appealing. Their offseason is really.
What are you gonna do with Daniel Jones?
Nothing. I'm gonna find a way to get rid of him.
I got a quarterback for you.
I don't want Jimmy
G.
I would rather have Daniel Jones.
You want Yinny?
Who else was I thinking of in the NFC? The Giants look really appealing.
Bro, if I were you, man, if you want to go be the fucking Baltimore,
Cowboys,
bro,
I
just
could
sit there with Baltimore, bro. I would not be the Cowboys. That cap situation is going to be disgusting.
You're right about that. Who else? Atlanta looks really fun. I gotta get rid of Matt Ryan, but Atlanta looks fun. I would trade Matt Ryan and Julio like immediately.
What do you want? I saw somebody on the podcast, somebody that did a San Francisco 49er podcast said something about we should go get Julio. I was like, what do we have? We don't have anything.
Hey, you gave up all your shit.
You think I'm fucking ridiculous with all these? Well, someone.
I might fuck around
so-and-so, but
no, I wouldn't pick Jacksonville again. They're in the AFC anyway. And
dog, fuck it, go walk to the Super Bowl every year.
I don't want to.
Remember that? Fucking Mo did it for like 3 years. Lost, but
yeah. That was the Tampa one, right?
Yeah. And I won another.
Dude, I got so mad because that first season it was the playoffs. I had you beat. I was in a run play. You were in a pass defense. You audibled, and so your entire team came up, right? So I switched to a pass. No. It was I was in a pass. You were in a pass. I audible to a run. Your guys.
I was playing the run, but I saw that you audibled, so
and then you audibled, but then you ran commit, and so your corner is 25 yards off the ball. So I'm like, dog, I'm just gonna run a slant underneath the corner, possession catch, game over.
Safety comes screaming down, picks it
on a run commit. He picks the ball off. I was so fucking pissed, bro. That's when you had fucking Tavares Jackson too.
He was so frustrating.
I'm gonna have to look at the rosters again.
Big son bitch.
The Browns look so appealing. Also, I really like Jeremiah.
They're not gonna fucking. They're not gonna be fun at all to play.
JJ Watt, Myles Garrett, 5 DBs who are gonna be great.
The Browns are gonna be overrated as fucking Madden. The Chiefs
are... my God.
The Chiefs are good, but like Mahomes is trash in Madden when the computer
plays him. Yeah,
he is awful.
Also, side note,
I think I've picked him off. It has to be like 30 times in the last 2 years.
I pick him off like 3 or 4 times a game.
He's terrible. Like he doesn't make Mahomes plays.
That like offensive line is going to be amazing. Orlando Brown, Joe Thuney,
Oh, they definitely they watched that.
They
watched that Super Bowl
like
again, and they were
linemen,
like,
"Bro,
no." Here's what happened after the Super Bowl: the owner came down,
let him get hit like that one more time,
slapped Andy Reid, backhanded the GM, and was like, "That's $400 million you just let fucking run around like an idiot. I will kill you. I'm not firing you.
I will display it.
I will kill you.
Public displays
on TV, and no one will arrest me." No one's arrested me. Kansas City will throw me a fucking parade.
And then they went, got every offensive line. Everyone who was available. Trent Williams, they almost got him from you guys, but you paid him. We fucking paid him a lot of money. But to be fair, he's like the best left tackle in football. So,
and we
by a good, it's him, Ronnie Stanley, Tyron Smith fell way off.
It might just be them two, bro. That I can think of off the top of my head.
Quentin Nelson's up there, but he's a guard, obviously.
Who's old boy? Who's old boy that plays for Detroit? Taylor Decker.
He's good, but he's not as good as them. Taylor Decker's a right tackle
too. Enough for them to not take an offensive lineman in the first round.
Yeah, but Penei Sewell is allegedly.
Who's he throwing the ball to? Jared Goff. Who's he throwing the ball to?
Is Penei Sewell? DeAndre Swift.
Is Penei Sewell gonna line up at fucking tight end?
He's playing tight end now, dog.
He's gonna be like this.
Fuck Kelvin Benjamin, dog. They stole your plan, dog.
Yeah, I changed him to tight end. I was like, he was a broken ass tight end in the fucking Madden though. Little tip for you.
Skip predicts the Bucs are going to go undefeated. They're going to go 20-0.
No. They're going to run ruckshot in that division though.
20-0.
I think they go 14-3.
Fair. 20-0. He said, well, their defense didn't even show up till playoffs. I distinctly remember them going down. The Bucs were down 24-3 with a minute left in the half. That defense forces a turnover against the Chargers. Tom Brady throws a touchdown, goes into half 24-10. The second half, the Bucs outscored the Chargers 35-3 or something. It sounds like a defensive showing up.
No, that was all Tom Brady.
I forgot.
He was playing solid. He was playing solid coverage at the safety position, making tackles, stopping the run.
The Bucks defense is always good. It was good all year last year.
There's a reason why they had
the only team that really fucked them up was the Saints.
Yeah, and then look what happened in the playoffs.
Drew Brees literally aged all 40 years at once in front of us.
Dog, he went from 41 or 39, however the fuck it was, to 96.
In a half. He threw like 4 interceptions.
He went into the half, and Drew Brees came out Jameis Winston.
With the Walker, dog. He tried to back that. You know how hard it is to do a 3-step drop with a Walker? Come on. It was terrible. And
Tom Brady gets all the credit. 3 years too late, right?
Yeah. He should have been gone a while ago, but to be fair.
I think I genuinely think he was like, all right, if I keep playing, I'll keep the career record.
Right.
Because Tom Brady will retire the same year I do. And then Tom Brady's like, I'm playing 5 more years. He's like, fuck.
Did you see the GM came out and said Tom Brady can play till he's 50?
With who?
The Bucks. Let it end. Let it end. Please. 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 Please.
You know how many people there are out there that are saying the same thing about your boy?
LeBron? Yeah. But to be fair, he's actually like only got like he's probably got 1-2 more years of being a top 5 player.
Oh yeah.
If he's healthy.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean, I care. Once he starts to fall off, he should.
Oh. You gonna see your favorite player not be the best in the league?
Stop.
Come down here on Earth with the rest of us. You got to ride that wave a lot longer than the rest of us.
Facts, bro. Sir. Facts. It's been a good ride, and I do want to say, I know I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron James fan. I've not been shy about that. I've said it from day one.
I mean, you've just had the benefit of your favorite player.
And I
the reason why I'm a Lakers fan is because Shaq and Kobe. That's when I started playing basketball. So I started getting interested in basketball.
But anyway, speaking of LeBron James, I'm glad you brought him up. Skip says LeBron is the greatest excuse maker in sports history. He's got an excuse for everything. And the excuse this year is, well, he's not 100% on his ankle. He'll never be 100% again. So he's building it in that when he doesn't win the title, it's because he wasn't healthy.
It wasn't because all the luck that they had last year with really no injuries.
Right. Injuries is like one of the biggest reasons
Anthony Davis clearly does what he does best and gets hurt.
I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
I told you he was injury prone like 2 years ago.
But to be fair, I'm hoping against hope that
they're definitely not winning this year.
No, I agree. That it was Anthony was playing up an injury when he twisted his ankle and went off back spasms.
So when the playoffs are set, do you want to do a little run?
The playoffs are set. You mean all the way through the playing game? Yeah. Like next week?
Like when the bracket is set.
It's next week then.
Do you want to do a little bracket?
Here's my problem. I think the Lakers ended up with the 6th seed. If Portland lost,
who's number 5? Did you hear that guy? By the way, literally bet his fucking house.
His house that the
what a fucking moron.
That the Blazers win.
Bro, if I'm Damian Lillard, I play 5 minutes and then I just say, I can't do it.
Damian Lillard has to buy his house then.
No, he don't.
I'm being
I would and then kick him out.
So we gotta go to standings here.
That's what you get for putting all that fucking pressure on me.
So, where's the West? Oh, down here. So
the Lakers.
The Lakers are the 7, and Portland, but they have the exact same record. And there's one game left. The Lakers play tomorrow, and I bet Portland plays tomorrow. So if the Blazers beat the Nuggets, they get the 6. If they lose, the Lakers get the 6, right? But then if we look at the standings, who's the 4 seed?
Yeah, they'll play the 5th seed, I think.
Everybody keeps saying they look at the Clippers.
1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 7. Well, who's 5 play, dumbass? 5 and 6 play.
5 and 6, yeah. So if what? Everybody was talking about the Lakers having to play the Clippers in the first round if they win.
Maybe.
I don't think they'll either play them in the first. They don't want. Here's
I said 1 plays 8,
right?
2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 and 5 play. 4 and 5 play. Also,
maybe they could go all the way up to the 5.
I think the Lakers could go. The Clippers do not want to see a healthy fucking Mavericks team in the first round because last year the Mavericks should have fucking beat them, but they got fucking cheated in the first 2 games.
So
Their only hope was when Porzingis
it looks.
got hurt.
Here's what the Lakers are going to do. The Lakers are going to end up the 7 and not play the Clippers
They don't
until
play Phoenix in the first round.
They do too.
I wouldn't.
They're going to beat Phoenix, bro.
Okay.
So
I have no
DeAndre.
faith. I have no faith in Anthony Davis.
Okay, you don't have to. I have faith in Anthony Davis. How about this? Did you see what the Lakers did to the Suns just a few days ago without LeBron? Anthony Davis scored 42 points
in a regular
against
season game.
The Suns are fighting for the 1 seed. Let's not pretend that
fighting for the 1.
Yes, they are. They're 1 game back of the 1.
They don't want that shit. They don't want it. Nobody wants it. You don't want to play. You do not want to play. That play-in game creates a whole new thing now.
Here's the problem.
That's momentum.
Now I don't know if we actually talked about it, but LeBron said whoever came up with the play-in game. No, we did. We did. But to be fair,
no.
Listen, the reason
he didn't have shit to say about it until he might have to do it. That's the only reason why. That made him look like a bitch. I will say that.
Okay. Last year, do you know why they had a play-in game? Because the season was cut short.
The Bubs.
Right. So they needed to nail out, and they had to get to a certain number of games, which is what the play-ins were for. They had to get to a certain number of games for the TV rights.
And why didn't he care last year?
It doesn't. That's not. No. That's not the point. Because if the season had been stopped 10 games later, there would be no playing game. The only reason they had a playing game was for money.
Yeah.
Even if he was in it, he probably would have wanted a chance to play in the playoffs. First of all, second of all, they don't need it this year because they have the set limit of games already done.
Yeah, but the ratings
are ass anyway.
I'm just saying that's the only
reason. No. I understand what you're saying. He was bitching. Oh, he didn't want to play in it. No, does anybody? It doesn't matter. Point being, they don't need it to play in. They don't need to add extra teams who can make the playoffs. You have your 8. Leave it alone.
You know how you alleviate that? When it comes to playoff time, you just eliminate conferences and you let the 16 best teams in.
Fine, fair enough.
They really need to do that shit.
But
because
then
you'd stop seeing.
Do you know
you'd
why
stop
they're
seeing
not
all these whack ass fucking. Yeah. All these fucks wouldn't be in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, but okay, sure. That's one way to look. But then you're just going to have a Western Conference and 3 Eastern Conference teams.
Yeah. Yep.
That's dumb.
No.
That you will then cut your market instead of growing it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
You would actually have owners that would try. Wouldn't you?
No.
If I know that all I have to do is halfway decently build a team in the East and I know I can sneak it in at the end, versus if I'm in the I actually have to build a fucking fucking Minnesota. You think they're trying down in Minnesota right now?
I think Minnesota did try.
How the fuck do you have those 2 players together,
exactly,
and you haven't built it?
That's on the players, not the team. The team, they've got Anthony Edwards, D'Lo, Cat.
Who's their coach?
I don't know. Fucking Stan Van Gundy.
No, that's New
I
Orleans.
know, but he was.
I didn't understand why the fuck they went and got him. He was a terrible coach.
Whoa.
You gonna give him benefit?
Yeah.
You gonna give him the benefit? Orlando?
See, here's the shit that pissed me off, Doug. You asked, "Hey, why'd they hire him?" I said they hired him for, and then you started cussing me out. You even let me finish, Doug.
Because I thought you were gonna bring up Orlando, and I was gonna shut it down. But
No. His calling card was defense. Allegedly, he was going to help them play better defense, which was they didn't do last year, and now they're playing worse than last year. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he was a good hire.
He's not even the best Van Gundy.
No, that's Jeff. First of all. Second of all, listen. I was giving you the reason they hired him. Did it work out? No. You asked for the reason. I gave it to you.
Did they fire him?
No. He gets another year. Yes.
I would fire him.
Because...
You can't have all that talent on that young talent on that team, and you're not even.
And also, like for example, Lonzo was one of the best wing defenders in the NBA.
Did they have injury issues this year? I don't know.
Lonzo missed a couple games, but Zion hasn't missed any games. Well, that's not true. He just started missing games at the end of the season. He broke a finger, but he didn't miss any games. I mean,
probably from fucking dunking so goddamn.
No, according to the GM,
they're targeting. Yeah.
Hey, Zion. Literally,
he's a fucking little tank guy.
He's made double the amount of layups as Giannis, and Giannis can't shoot. All Zion's he pulled out. I've seen him pull out a couple middies. Look, ooh,
he can if he's in a set. Like if he gets, he's a set shooter. He can shoot set shooter. I don't ever see him being like a set up
Shit.
off the dribble shooter.
No.
But that's not what.
But
he
they were
wants
putting the
Zion
ball
for
in his
anyway.
hands and letting him like pick and roll.
You
and
do
like,
realize about halfway through his career, he's going to go play for New York, right?
no, he's not. Why? Because he said he likes the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
So did LeBron. And then where did he go? Miami.
Yeah, I mean,
Every player who
that
plays
makes
in-
sense though. Would you rather go play with Carmelo and lose, or go to Miami,
Obviously.
not pay state taxes, and go to 4 straight finals?
Listen,
You
that's
don't go
not-
to
that's
4
not
straight
the
finals
argument.
with Melo on your team.
No, hell no. But my point is,
The Bostrich though.
people say that because New York is a fun place to play once
Fun
in a
place
while.
to lose.
I don't want to go there the whole time.
Although they're looking pretty good.
No, they are. And I think the problem is that
they're gonna target Lonzo from what I'm hearing.
Lonzo's talking about wanting to go to the Bulls too.
They want to form a big 3 there.
In Chicago?
Yeah, with
With who?
Levine, Vucevic.
Lonzo and Vucevic? That's not a big three.
Lonzo.
That's
I
like
heard
a
Lonzo.
medium. That's like a
I
medium.
heard Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal. The problem with Bradley
He
Beal.
can't shoot as well as I thought he could, or at least according to 2K, he can. 80 on a 3-pointer,
80. That's it.
bro. I mean, it's better now, but you know when you got me shooting jumpers, bro.
You know who's awesome in fucking 2K? Duncan Robinson. He's so much fun. Bro.
Him and I think I broke the record with him for 3-point percentage in a season.
I did several times. Yeah, he's awesome. He just catch if the defender does not have his hands up, firing it, dog.
Oh,
firing
fuck
it
it, and it's
immediately.
money,
and
bro.
Tony hates it, bro, because I'm playing a league with him. He hates playing Duncan Robinson. I've got another guy coming off the bench, Zach Fleming. I drafted him for 2 reasons. One, his name is my name and spelled right. Second of all, his 3-point was an A+. Although his shoot, he did the Sean Merriman. So I switched it to KD's jump shot. Not as good. The timing is all fucked
I got
up.
a point guard that has, if he's not open, his jumper takes so long.
Right.
He's like this. But I can hit it though, and that's the best part.
Oh. As a dog. Anyway.
Wow, Dave.
Bow Wow, young fella. Or Bow
So-
Wow.
So you got anything else?
I honestly don't think I do. It might be a little bit of a shorter episode this week.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not bad. We usually end up about an hour and a half. But anyway, we talked about Attack on Titan.
We got on Attack on Titan, but I didn't hate on it. I bet you guys are probably happy, huh?
Some of them.
I like the show now.
So all right, so you're
I'll probably finish it tomorrow.
Aaron's laughing. Sasha's dead. They're flying back.
What do we do with these stupid fucking kids? The little girl and
Falco
the little
and
boy.
Gabby?
Fucking. I wish they'd throw Falco off, and then turn Gabby into the good side. Let her eat the Armored Titan. She was working for the guys. That's what I want.
They don't have the Armor Titan. The Armor Titan's in Marley.
By the way, when Reiner, I feel so bad for that guy,
Reiner's got it rough, bro.
bro. When he's sitting there and they're fucking screaming at him, and he's like,
Leave
"No,"
me the
he's
fuck
like, "Leave me
alone."
alone."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fucking, yeah." He wakes
And then he
up.
wakes up to get his ass kicked.
But he did what he wanted to do. He got the jaw away.
Yeah, he did it. He managed to save it because Aaron was about to eat that motherfucker too.
So what happens when one Titan, like a special Titan, eats another Titan?
Well, there's only 9 of those, yeah.
Because didn't they imply that Aaron ate the...
He, in fact, ate the Warhammer, yeah.
So what happens now?
What does happen? The way I understand it, if you...
So
How
is
did-
he
how
the
did- okay.
Warhammer Titan now, or is he the Warhammer attacking Titan?
So...
I want one person to eat them all minus the cart, because can we talk about how dumb the cart Titan is?
The Cart Titan's one of the most valuable.
It's one of the wackest ones there is. It looks like...
It could be in a Titan form for like
It
a
looks
month.
like Joe Camel got tired of doing cigarettes and was like, dude, I'm going to go build a civilization.
I agree. But point being, so what's going to happen is, so when if a person, for example, when Aaron or Armin ate
The
the
Colossal
Colossal
Titan.
Titan, he got the Colossal Titan powers.
I was very upset.
I know. But
No, only because when he shows up,
he's cool.
yeah, don't do that now. I remember fucking Bowl Cut Titan or Bowl Cut Armin. You can't.
Yeah.
You can wheel back Aaron because he still had a redeeming quality. He was the attack Titan he was slapping motherfuckers around. But Armin can go get fucked. I hate Armin, and there's nothing they can do to change my mind. Aaron always had
I
that
will say,
little
I
bit of
think
wiggle room.
The
Fuck off.
next few episodes don't have as much accent. I will let you know that ahead of time.
I'm okay because the last like 6, that's all it was.
But yeah, and they do a lot of. There's the thing that bugged me about this season is they do a lot of we're here, and then they go back.
Yeah,
and they do a lot of filling. And now it's been a 4-year time skip.
I like when they finally give you the full arc of Reiner, where you actually get to see him before the attack on the wall,
and you get that same kind of thing with other characters. Like,
do you find out what the fuck, like what transpired with Aaron?
What do you mean?
Like at the end of the 3rd season, he's just kind of like chilling out in front of the ocean,
mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden he's showing up pretending he's got one eye and one leg.
Yeah,
I told you I knew that was him right away because the eyes gave it away. If they wouldn't have fucking shown you his eye,
his green eye, yeah.
I was like, that's fucking Aaron.
I didn't.
I was like, what the fuck happened to my guy?
I was like,
he's got one eye,
I was like,
one
why?
leg.
Here's my thing. I was like,
and then he started to steam, and I was like, oh, it's on.
When his hand's bloody and he's like, let's do it, and you're like, oh, turns into the fucking Attack Titan mill thing, eats homeboy, fucking starts murdering people. You're like, Aaron, wait
a minute,
guy, we were just having a good time.
We were literally.
Was
crying. Aaron, Reiner wanted to die.
Reiner did want to die.
Still wants to die.
Reiner has this thing where he tries and wants to die so much.
That's why he doesn't die.
Just doesn't happen for him.
He wants to die. It's like real life. Too deep?
I want you to get... here's what I want, truthfully. Fuck watching the rest of it. Get to where the show ends in season 4 and read the rest.
I'm not reading the manga.
Please.
No. I've got patience.
Because I want to talk about it. Nobody... I can't talk about it with anybody. Nobody knows.
Does Tony know I've made an about face?
No, he's supposed to watch, but he said fuck us.
So he's gonna be really surprised next time he tunes in, and I'm like, fucking, dude. Mikasa can still be awesome.
Mikasa's GOAT. Mikasa's not GOAT. Levi's the best.
I would like to see them two fight.
How would that work?
Levi would fucking fuck her shit up.
Levi is so good, bro. Oh, you're not.
My body is ready.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Was it okay?
What did I text you when I told you I wasn't ready?
I was like,
what the fuck was I doing? Oh, I think it was when fucking Aaron fucking just transformed through that building. I was like, I'm not ready.
Nope, you weren't.
I thought I was.
And here's the other thing. You remember how you weren't ready for Levi the first time to go off like that?
Yeah.
Season 4's got another one, dog, and you're not ready for that one.
So essentially, all the Beast Titan is he can, because they've already shown that other people can talk. The fucking Cart Titan can talk.
Yeah.
And then I will say I have one complaint. So now all of a sudden, mid Titan form, they can fucking pop out and hang out and then go back in.
Why do you say all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's new thing. That was a new thing. Like
okay.
they just now started doing that.
Okay.
They're like
you're talking about like Aaron?
Yeah, when he pops out of the neck.
Yeah,
he's like, hey, what's going on, fuckers? And then goes back in. But now all of them can do it?
No.
Yeah.
You're also thinking about people who've been training to be Titans and been Titans for now. Aaron has now been a Titan for like 7 years, bro.
Fuck that. Can we talk about...
You learn things.
Let's talk about something more important, about the fact that Aaron can just keep fucking turning into his fucking Titan.
He did what, 3 times?
Bro.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh yeah, my Titan's dead, by the way. Fuck another one. Let's go.
I got this shit. Let's
You're
go.
like, dude,
and
he's transforming again. Yeah, it's fucking Eren Yeager. Suck my dick.
Eren Yeager. Yeah, I fucking love it.
And he's coming for you.
And
by the way, the whole last season's in Japanese.
It's only in Japanese? It's not dubbed yet?
No. And I don't mind.
It's not bad. Eren Yeager. The fucking, what they call him, like the devil.
Oh!
Sorry.
There was another fucking... There was something I wanted to talk to you about. I think I said something to my wife while I was watching it. And then it was Mortal Kombat. What was it? When Buddy had... Oh, never mind. I was starting to watch... Never mind. That was something different. I changed my mind. That was something different. I was watching Resident Evil 7, 8. I was watching somebody play 8, and at the very beginning, dude fucking comes in. They fucking kill his wife, and they snatch his baby. And I'm like, you're a little nonchalant for your wife getting killed.
Hella nonchalant. And also, she took 85 rounds.
Did you watch it? Did you see 7? Resident Evil 7?
No.
Depending on who you watch play it, it's a pretty good game. It's one of those games that I'm interested in, but not enough to buy it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
I was never really a Resident Evil guy.
Me either. But anyway, I think that's enough for this week. Kind of a light episode. Next week we're gonna watch Quantum of Solace, which I've seen, but it was
or whatever the second one was.
I think it's Quantum of Solace. I've seen it once 100 years ago, so we could get a refresher. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, so Attack on Titan. Listen. Last time you said you were gonna finish and you didn't. So if you're gonna finish it, I'm gonna need you to go full gusto.
What the hell did I do last?
Let me check.
What I did last.
Let me check our episodes again real quick, because they're on their way back to Paradise, right, or Paradise, or however the fuck.
They're on the blimp, and then old girl.
Airship. God damn it! Be respectful.
It's a blimp.
It is a big ass blimp.
And then old girl shoots.
Yeah,
Sasha and fucking blows her chest away.
Sasha did not.
I was upset. I liked her.
Yeah, Sasha was cool, bro, and the crime. Yeah, I felt that one. Okay, hold on. Assassins. So you have 1,
the fucking bald
2,
guy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8 episodes till the end.
I'll finish it. By the time I come here next Saturday, it'll be done. I promise.
So you've got 1, 2. About 2.5 episodes are pretty slow.
Like I said, I'm okay with that because the last fucking 7.
1, 2.
The second
3,
that Eren
4,
fucking
5.
transforms till now, it's just been fucking
dog
crazy.
Balls out. Yeah, they definitely tone it back, but some motivation. You're about 6 episodes away from one of the highlights. Oh yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh no, you're not. Anyway, we appreciate you guys for listening. We're gonna go ahead and call that a week. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully with another bang up episode, and we will catch you guys